Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon and warm welcome to the AFC House, the home of Asian football here in Kuala Lumpur. I'm Alexandria Aloysius and it's my pleasure to be here today to guide you through the group stage draw for the 2025-26 season of the AFC Women's Champions League. A total of 12 elite women's clubs will discover their path to glory, with 6 of them coming through the preliminary stage that concluded last month. This upcoming season marks the second edition of this groundbreaking tournament, which kicked off last year and has already delivered plenty of excitement and success. So before we move on, let us look back at the inaugural 2024-25 season.
I'm feeling golden, lost in the moment, it's taking over me. Keep your composure, you know that I want ya. Can you just hold that beat? Just turn the lights out, baby, let it go. In the nights out, baby, we lose control. Just turn the lights out, baby, let it go. We don't need no sun anymore. Just turn the lights out, baby. We don't need no sun anymore. We lose control. I'm feeling golden, lost in the moment, it's taking over me. Keep your composure, you know that I want ya. Can you just hold that beat? Just turn the lights out, baby, let it go. In the nights out, baby, we lose control. Just turn the lights out, baby, let it go. We don't need no sun anymore. Just turn the lights out, baby. We don't need no sun anymore.
Truly fantastic action and unforgettable moments, and there is no doubt many more are still to come. Before we begin the draw, let us find out exactly how this draw will work. So please turn your attention to the screen for the draw mechanism video.
AFC Women's Champions League 2025-26 group stage draw mechanism. Based on the confirmation of entries and slot allocation and completion of the preliminary stage, the following 12 clubs will participate in the AFC Women's Champions League 2025-26 group stage to represent their member associations. The group stage will consist of one round. The 12 participating clubs will be divided into 3 groups, with each group to be played in a centralized league format. Based on the number of clubs in each group, the following match sequence shall apply. Seeding and pot allocation. Participating clubs are seeded into 4 pots in accordance with the AFC Women's Club competition's ranking applied to determine the slot allocation for the competition, as well as the principles set by the AFC. At the beginning of the draw, the host clubs will be separately allocated to an additional hosts pot to ensure they are drawn into different groups. The host clubs shall be drawn into each group in accordance with their seeding as per the seeding and pot allocation principles. The 12 participating clubs are divided into 4 pots as per the seeding and pot allocation principle, with 1 additional host pot to be utilized for the draw. The host clubs will be identified by different colored balls from the other balls within each pot. At the beginning of the draw, the host clubs will be placed into the host pot to ensure they are drawn into different groups. The draw will commence with the host pot, followed by the order of pot 4, pot 3, pot 2 and pot 1 to ensure that the highest seeded teams are drawn last. Each pot will be completely emptied before moving on to the next pot. Participating clubs from the host pot will be drawn into the respective positions of each group in alphabetical order and in accordance with their seeding. Subsequently, participating clubs from pot 4 will be drawn into position 4 of the first possible group in alphabetical order. The same procedures shall apply for the remaining participating clubs in pot 3, pot 2 and pot 1. This shall conclude the draw for the AFC Women's Champions League 2025-26 group stage.
Now that we're clear on how the draw will proceed, please put your hands together and welcome to the stage our draw conductor for the afternoon, Ms. Jessie Dye, the Head of Competition Strategy at the AFC's Competition and Football Events Division. Jessie, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Alex. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us today as we look forward to yet another thrilling season of top-class women's club football in Asia. The AFC Women's Champions League was introduced last year with the aim to elevate the level of continental women's football, and it has been heartening to witness the positive impact on our clubs and our member associations. Including the preliminary stage, there were a record of 25 entries for the 2025 and 26 season, and we hope that the participation will keep increasing in future. For this season's group stage, our first ever champions, Wuhan Jiangda Women's FC, will be back to defend their title, while we also have our last season's finalist, Melbourne City FC, in the cast. Additionally, 8 clubs will be making their first appearance in the group stage of the competition. To know more about our clubs, please take a look at the next video.
Remember my name. Remember my name. Ain't nobody got nothing on me. I am without a doubt the MVP. Everywhere I roll, I'm VIP. Just say the word, I'm there in 1, 2, 3. Woke up this morning with dreams in my head. Decide to make them reality instead. We are all different, there's no two the same. Get out of my lane. Remember my name. Was born to play the game. Remember my name. I'm here to stay. My claim. Remember my name. Remember my name. Remember my name.
Those are the 12 teams that will do battle in the group stage, which looks set to be a very good contest indeed. Now, we also have with us today a special guest who is, without a doubt, a familiar face and legend of the sports. Let's find out who she is. Hi, Melissa. Welcome to Kuala Lumpur, and thank you for joining us. How are you feeling now?
I'm excited, a little nervous, but it's going to be a good tournament.
Yeah, very good. And I can guess that it's a little bit different feeling than on the field of play. But
Still
you'll be
just
fine.
as nerve-wracking, that's for sure.
You'll be fine today. And in the last season, you were together with Melbourne City. You went all the way to the final match of the season. Could you share a little bit your experience playing in the very first season of the AFC Women's Champions League?
Oh, well, it certainly was a difficult tournament. It was extremely challenging. We learned a lot about ourselves and what it takes to play in Asia. We certainly learned a lot about how other teams and how other countries play as well. And it was a very difficult tournament, but we were so proud of ourselves, but we are thirsty for more.
I believe those are great memories, and you have a huge experience in football, and also you have seen all in the games. And what do you think that the Women's Champions League will add on or will bring to women's football and our clubs in Asia?
Yeah, well, throughout my career, I've been pushing for all the things that this Champions League stands for, which is opportunity, equality, and it's more than football. It's about progress and ensuring that our continent does well on the world stage. So it's fantastic.
Yeah, great. That we also hope our Champions League will grow together with all the clubs in Asia. And now we are looking ahead of next season. What's your expectation for the season as well as for Melbourne City?
Well, the length of the season is going to be fantastic. We can see so many different teams already in the preliminary stages. The debutants coming first and foremost into this first challenging tournament. It's going to be great to see how many of these teams can really step up and challenge the teams that have already been there before.
Indeed, well said. We already had some great matches in the preliminary stage, and we couldn't wait for the group stage to kick off. Thank you. It was great to hear from you. And please, could you step behind the host pods and follow the draw procedure? Let me first move all the hosts from their seating pods to the host pod. And now we have it ready, and Melissa, please give us the first host of today.
Thank you, Jessie. Ho Chi Minh City Women's FC.
Ho Chi Minh City Women's FC from Vietnam, and it is their second appearance in the AFC Women's Champions League. They played last season and reached the semi-final, and this year we will see how they will progress. Also, they are a strong side domestically. They have just won their 6th champion in a row and also holding a record of 13 titles in the domestic league. Ho Chi Minh City FC will host Group A, and then we move on for the next team, please.
Wuhan Jiangda Women's FC.
Wuhan Jiangda Women's FC from China now will be hosting Group B. Also, second appearance in the Women's Champions League. We're happy to have the defending champion coming back. They just won their last season as their 5th title domestically. However, there are more challengers coming up. They won by 1 point above the second place team in the league. And in the ongoing current season, they are listing 3rd out of 12 teams with only 3 games to go. So it won't be an easy battle for our defending champion domestically and continental-wise as well. And now our last host, please.
ISPE WFC.
ISPE WFC from Myanmar. They've qualified through the preliminary stage and also as the first Myanmar club to qualify to group stage of the AFC Women's Champions League. They didn't play in the last season, but they have participated in our pilot tournament back in 2022. Now we have all the hosts of 3 groups, and we move on to part 4, please. We have Group A and B with position 4 vacant.
Lion City Sailors FC.
Lion City Sailors FC from Singapore, a debutant in the group stage. However, it is their second appearance in the AFC Women's Champions League. In their second attempt, they finally qualified from the preliminary stage, and they have won all 3 matches in the preliminary stage. They entered this competition as the latest champion of the Singaporean domestic league, which is also their 3rd title domestically. And our next team, please.
PFC Nasaf.
PFC Nasaf from Uzbekistan, is also a dominating club in their domestic league. They have in hand 16 titles of their domestic league, and the last win was the third in a row. And also it's their second attempt from the preliminary stage of the Women's Champions League, and they finally make their way to the group stage in this season. Okay, now we are moving on to pot 3. We have all groups waiting for their position 3. Let's find out who they are, please.
Stallion Laguna FC.
Stallion Laguna FC from the Philippines. They are making their continental debut, and also they have won their first ever major title domestically. Therefore, they entered the Women's Champions League, and they qualified as the best runner-up from the preliminary stage of our competition this season. Okay, we move on to second team, please.
East Bengal FC.
East Bengal FC from India, also making their continental debut, the second Indian club in the AFC Women's Champions League, and they entered as the last season's champion domestically, and that was their first ever league title. We welcome this club. Last team from pot 3.
Nagoyang Women's FC.
Nagoyang Women's FC from DPR Korea, and also the first club from DPR Korea side to enter AFC competitions, either the pilot or the official Women's Champions League. They have won their second league title in the last season, therefore made their way to the competition. Okay, we completed pot 3 and we move on to pot 2. And we have Group A occupied of position 2, therefore we will find out who for Group B and C. Please.
Bam Katoon FC.
Bam Katoon FC from the Islamic Republic of Iran, also second appearance in the Women's Champions League, second in a row as well. They played in the last season and reached the quarterfinal. And also Bam Katoon FC is not a stranger to AFC Women's Club competitions. They have played in 2 pilot tournaments previously when we are on trial. And also in the last season, they have won their 11th title, also 4th in a row in the domestic league. And now, last team from pot 2.
Tokyo Verdy Beleza.
Tokyo Verdy Beleza from Japan. And they have won their first league title in 2024-25 season. In the previous 3 seasons of the WE League, they were listed 3rd place, and finally they won the title and entered the Women's Champions League. They've also played in the pilot tournament back in 2019. Okay, now we move on to our top-seeded pot, to pot 1, please. And we have Group A and C waiting for position 1. Let's see who will complete Group A. Let's go.
Melbourne City FC.
It's your very own Melbourne City FC from Australia going to A won the runner-up of our last season, also consecutively second appearance in the Women's Champions League. They entered as the premier winner of the A-League 24-25 season. That was their fourth title, also second in a row. An impressive season that they were unbeaten in the last season. And now, last team.
Suwon FC Women.
Suwon FC Women to complete Group C. Suwon FC Women won their second title in the WK League in the last season. That was also a long break after 2010 when they won the first time. They broke the dominance of another Korean club, the Pohang Steelers Red Angels, and we are really happy to see a second Korean club in the AFC Women's Champions League. Well done, Melissa. Thank you for helping us with today's draw. And I just have one last question for you. We have all the groups, and how do you think about the grouping and the upcoming matches of the group stage?
First of all, thank you so much. It's been an honour to help you with the draw today. It's an exciting challenge that lies ahead. Every team that has been drawn here is worthy of their position. They have worked hard for it. We're just looking forward and grateful for the opportunity to represent Australia once again.
Indeed, I totally agree with it. And also, of course, we wish all the participating clubs the very best of luck for the upcoming matches in November later this year. And thank you, everyone. And the floor is back to you, Alex.
Thank you, Jessie, and thank you, Melissa. Let's give them both another well-deserved round of applause. And now that all three groups have been determined, allow me to quickly recap the draw results. In Group A, we have Melbourne City FC, joined by host Ho Chi Minh City Women's FC, Stallion Laguna FC, and Lion City Sailors FC. In Group B, we have host Wuhan Jiangda Women's FC, joined by Bamkatun FC, East Bengal FC, and PFC Nassau. And finally, in Group C, we have Suwon FC Women, Tokyo Verde Belleza, Nagoyang Women's FC, and host ISBE WFC. Remember, the AFC Women's Champions League group stage for this 2025-26 season will kick off on November 9th, so mark those dates down on your calendar and get ready to tune in to all the action. In the meantime, you can follow the AFC's digital channels and the AFC Live app for all the latest updates from the competition. As always, we wish all participating teams the very best, and to everyone who has tuned in today, thank you and see you soon.